Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing really good. I'm actually like 8 minutes early, so I'm just gonna give it a little bit, see if anyone would like to pop on. And then we're gonna get started. It's not gonna be a very big live, it's a do-it-yourself type of thing, but it's a really good oil that you can utilize when it comes to cultivation of your chi. So it's definitely an energy type of oil that you can utilize. But we'll get into that here in a little bit. I'm gonna give it a few just to see if anyone else would like to pop on. Okay? I'm excited, guys. Nice little chill kind of day or night, I should say. At least for me, it's nighttime. Hey, Elizabeth. Hello, everyone. Again, I'm early, so no one's late, so don't think anyone's late. I'm early. And like I said, today we're just going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to make a really cool oil. Very useful oil that you can utilize to help you with your chi. However, it could be used in two different ways. It could be a way to help harness or cultivate your energy or your chi, or it could be a way to freeze toxic parts of your chi that do not serve you anymore. It's all here, and it's all what you put into the bottle that we're going to work with today. I know, I'm good. I'm doing really good. Woo, Carol, that's early. It's 7:58 or 7:53. I'm sorry, here at night. Hello, Megan. Hey, everyone. Oh, cool. I love it. So everyone, I can see my comments on my phone, so that's awesome. I'm really glad you guys are coming to hang out with me today. I was wondering if anyone's going to hang out, if anyone wanted to make this kind of oil. I like this oil. I do utilize this, I'd say like once a month. We're going to start it as a new bottle. I do have stuff, I already have the snow oil already made, but I thought this would be, really nice for you guys to have something utilizing, something that you can put intention into and harness the energy into the bottle. And that's what I really like about being able to do it yourself oils, is you can do that. Hello. I love it. So everyone is popping on really quickly. Yay. Okay, so I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's talk about what we're doing. So we're doing a Snow Lotus cultivation oil, or Snow Lotus cultivation chi oil, as I have it written in my own journal. This was something that I created. However, I got the idea and the thoughts from someone else. However, the recipe is mine, everything is mine, but the intention of where she got it from and why she did what she did really made sense. So I wanted to bring that to my own level and see, like, hey, can I find a type of oil that can help really boost what I really need? At the same time, because it is called Snow Lotus, so snow is very cold, very icy, right? It can freeze things. That's the whole purpose of why I really utilize this in the first place. So let me explain a little bit why I mean it that way. So we do have a lot of toxic energy. When you go to a Reiki practitioner, they'll tell you that you have a blockage somewhere, that something's like a little stuck. For me, when I think of things like that, it's how can I get rid of it? What's the easiest way to get rid of it? If I'm working with my own energy, not someone else's energy, but my own self, how can I get rid of it? I'm that weirdo that I think like this. My name is Crystal. Crystal means ice. Ice can be like resonated with two different ways. I think of it like an ice cold ice cube, or like the frozen snow, that kind of ice. Not so much an actual like crystal, not a mineral or anything like that, but I actually think of it as being cold and chilled. So because I have been told that I'm very icy, I'm very ice queen, I guess you can say sometimes, I said, hey, let me utilize that to my advantage. Because at times I can be a little bit blunt and a little bit cold, and people do kind of think that the wrong way. However, it can work in my favor when it comes to my chi. So I wanted to make something that I can actually freeze toxic energy in its place, then use good, new, fresh, rejuvenizing type of energy to push it out of my body. That's what I want. I want it gone. However, I don't want that toxic energy to move through my medians. I don't at all. I don't want it to hit any of my cheese, any of my vital organs, nothing like that. So if I freeze it, and then I take the good energy and I push it out, that's how I want to utilize it. So by using this oil, I put it on my hands because my hands are a conduit, right? My hands are everything. It's what creates, it's what moves, it's what circulates, it's what I can push out. So if you watched Sarah Lee's distance Reiki, you'll see that she pushed with her hands. That's a lot of our Reiki, and that's a lot what we do with the energy, right? It's the same thing when I say I want to freeze something. So by putting it on my hands, I'm sending an ice cold chill through my medians all the way into the location. So say I have a blockage in my heart chakra, okay? Hold on a second. Say I have something in my heart chakra, that's a block. I want to freeze the toxic energy that's sitting in my heart, okay? And then I'm going to, like we practice in all of our other energy lives, how to push it out, okay? So I can sit there and I can put my hand over myself, all right? And then I can push it out to what I always say, my sacral or my gut area. And I'm going to push it, I'm going to push it out and push it down, okay? And then I'm going to contour my hands to that ball, have that ice cold energy come out into this, what is that again? Oh, that's right, energy ball. And then I'm going to release it out, okay? It's the same thing if I have, say, a blockage in my throat chakra, okay? I can hold it this way, I can hold it like this, however you really want to hold it. But what you're doing is you're going to push it out, push it down to whatever point you have your release at. Or, I've also seen it done a few different ways, pushing energy out, not the freezing part. But I've seen them push it out, like say it's in the heart, and they want to escape it back through the hands because that's the conduit. So they're going to push it, push the cold, push the cold, push the cold, push it out, push it through. Again, that's all on how you work with your own energy and what really kind of works with you the best way possible. Let me just catch up here. Liza says, I disagree. Your warm, welcoming, lovely. I can be a little icy. I promise you I can be. It's the job that does that to me. It's also the life I've lived. But I use that to my advantage sometimes because then that makes me have a connection with that certain element, which is ice. So that's how I'm able to utilize. But yeah, so different ways you can look at it. And again, you don't have to make an oil to do something to release toxic energy in your body. You just have to be able to figure out where that toxic energy is. And usually Reiki practitioners can help with that. But what we're doing with our whole energy series is being able to have you locate your misplaced energy. It's a good way of saying it. And to be able to get it out of your system. This is just a tool for me to utilize to help. Because when I put it on my hands, yes, the oil will make it feel warm. However, I chill mine a little bit, just so you know, which I'll talk about a little bit later. I chill this. I put this in the fridge, okay? When I go to use it, it's going to be cold on my hands. I'm going to rub it in my hands, okay, where my conduit is. And then I'm going to feel that cold radiate up, and it's going to search for the energy. Now, sometimes I might need to help it. Sometimes I might need to take it, move it over my body, move it up to my chakras, all the way up to my crown, right? Move it back down, heart, sacral, all that, solar plexus, sacral, to my root. Different little things that you can do to kind of help find your own. But to me, I usually can feel it because it'll get really cold in my hands. That's when I know, okay, that's the point, I'm gonna freeze it. So then, as I'm going through my energy and I'm focusing and I'm concentrating, and say it is in my heart, or actually I like singing in my throat because my voice has been really messed up lately. And I don't mean being sick as in I just say things I probably shouldn't say, or at least not the way I should say it, which knows that's me going, okay, I got something going on in my throat chakra area. I might need to refocus how I word things, be better, use my voice for better purpose than what I've been using it for, kind of thing. So then, like I said, I can go like this, and I'm going to concentrate, and I'm going to freeze any of the toxic energy, any of the misplaced energy here. And then I'm going to work on moving it out. Hey everyone, that's popping on. Hello, hello. Megan says, that's how I've always done it. I push it out through my hands. And that's perfect. So like I said, push it out, move it out. I love that too. I've only done that a couple times. Usually it's if I'm working with relocating, you know, I've used my hands. But if I'm working with this, I usually put it back in the gut area and then I push it straight out. I put it back in that ball and push it back out because I kind of gather it, but at least that's the way I think of it. Oh, no worry, no worry. Yep, no worries at all. Let's see. So that's, like I said, that's how I want to think of it. Now, you can then, or utilize this not just as a freezing the toxic energy type of thing. You can use it as a regulation thing. So again, you can not freeze it, not to get the cold effect, but utilize it to calm, cool the heat that your body might be overexerting. So too much yang energy would be a big reason to use an oil, something similar to this, because this would be more, I guess you say yang based. It's more of that calming effect, the chill out, the heat, the sun, the too much energy, the too much this, the too much that, the too much masculine. And this would be able to calm it back down. So there's that chill effect too. So that's why I named mine Snow Lotus. Now, Lotus. What does Lotus really represent? Lotus represents so many different things. How I'm going to partake of it, or how I did partake of it when it comes to this, is a simple of help to meditate, put you in that calm zone, to be able to concentrate, to be able to feel it. You're going into a realm, sort of say, or you're trying to put yourself into a very not where you are now, not a physical place. You're trying to go to, you're trying to go into your mind. You're trying to pull all that stuff into your mind. You're trying to blank out everything, the sounds around you, the furnaces that are going on, the cats meowing to get in the house, or to get in your office space, the kids playing games upstairs. It's to help that. So what we're gonna do is, once we put the oil in here, you're gonna put the Blue Lotus in here too. Of course, we got essential oils that we're gonna put in, but you want that Blue Lotus to sit. So when you are working with this, you actually want this to sit for at least a week before you actually utilize it, okay? I promise it is fantastic, because once that Blue Lotus seeps in the oil that you're gonna make, and then you put it within your own skin, and this is something you can leave on all day. You don't have to take it off or wash it off just because you're done with your energy working. Use it as the conduit. It's fantastic for that, okay? Kind of zen. Yes. So a very meditative mindset. Perfectly said, Ronnie. Yes, very meditative, very otherworldly, so to say, because you don't want to be here. You know, so you want to take yourself into that world with the lotus. Now, if you have a lotus oil, like a tincture, and you want to put on this too, that's fine. Just keep in mind, tinctures do have alcohol in them, so you're putting alcohol in your skin. But if you already have a tincture with Blue Lotus, and you don't actually have the Blue Lotus, you can do that. If you have an essential oil that is all natural though, not fragrance based, but all natural, definitely you can utilize that too, instead of using the actual Blue Lotus flower. I grabbed my whole Blue Lotus flowers, which I love taking them out and showing you. You can tell I work with these a lot because I've taken a lot of the flowers off a good chunk of these, but just to give like a pretty example. Just to give an example. Absolutely beautiful. It still has its little buds, and then you can use the core as well. Core is fantastic for this too. Okay, so I know Blue Lotus, love them. Ow, I keep it. Funny bones. Okay, guys, who's ever in here, chill. Okay, so first things that you're gonna need, it's gonna be really easy. You need a bottle. I like the clear ones. Also, keep in mind when you're done using this, keep it in a shaded area. You don't want to keep it in sunlight or anything like that. This is a shaded area type of oil. Why? You're giving that yang energy, okay? Remember, yang is very sun-based, very bright, very masculine, very powerful, very fiery. This is very cool, very watery, very mellow, very nighttime, okay? So helps, not just with an aesthetic of it, but it actually does give it that extra energy boost that it really does need. My elbows are, yeah. There's something going on lately with me and things around me, so yeah. It's like they're trying to tell me stuff, I'm just not listening. I know I'm not. So you need a bottle. I'm putting on the plate so you guys can see a little bit. When I put the oil, you'll see the color. We're gonna use jojoba oil. Okay, this is very safe for the skin, very safe. You can use this in soaps, lotions, oils, things like that. So that's why I choose this one. This is fantastic. And jojoba, if you actually look at the metaphysical properties, is very spiritual. It's very transcending. It's very transforming. But it does put you into that calming state, and it does re-regulate your body, or at least how I should say it helps regulate your body. Yin moon, yang sun, that's what's helping me. Yep. Aw, thanks, Angel. I look like a hot mess. This is actually my work hair, because I haven't showered yet, guys. This is a hot mess. Okay, so we already said we're gonna use jojoba oil. That's the carrot oil we're using. You can get that at actually craft stores too. Michael's, Packetans, Hobby Lobbies, Amazon, anywhere. So jojoba. Then you're gonna need Blue Lotus in some form, whether you want the dry or whether you want an already extracted oil of the essence of the flower, which is perfectly fine. It gives the same effects. Then we're gonna use bergamot, we're gonna use lavender, we're gonna use peppermint essential oils, and we're gonna use lang lang. Okay, those are the 3 essential oils we're gonna use. Now it's just gonna depend on how many drops you really want to use. I have my own recipe. You can modify it however you want. Again, this is your stuff. Then if you want to be like really fun about things, they have these really cool things called mica powder. If you want to make it all shimmery because you want your skin to be all shimmery, because you can get some mica powder. This one is my pearl edition. Now keep in mind the oil does have a color to itself. Then when you add your essential oils, that's going to change the color too. Then when you add Blue Lotus and it sits for a minute, that's going to change colors too. So what you think color mica you're going to utilize, like this is a pearl, so you think it's kind of like off-whitish, isn't always going to come off off-white. So please keep that in mind, okay? But I use pearl to give my snow effect. In my mind, it helps me. That's just the main thing. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to do something like that. Again, it's completely your choice. Yep, jojoba. Yep, Elizabeth. Yep. I have the first 3. Yep, lang lang. Yep, that's what I said. It's one of my favorite oils, actually. That besides the cedar that I love, which I actually bought like 2 different ones, different brands to see which one I felt a better connection with. Then I'm in love with the pomegranate extracted oil that I have. I have a Lotus extracted oil, which is cool. What's the other one? Oh my gosh, what is it called? Black opium. That one's another favorite of mine. It smells amazing. It's very heavenly. It's it's fantastic. And I never thought like opium. What is that? This, I'm telling you, that is an absolutely amazing one. Definitely highly recommend that essential oil if you want to use it in anything. Just look up its metaphysical properties, because I can't remember off the top of my head what it means. But I used it for something when I made something, and I loved it ever since. I think I use it in candles too. Or no, I have a candle recipe I want to use it in, but I haven't used it yet in a candle recipe. It's fantastic, especially if you mix it with pomegranate, because they're both pretty strong. I wear black. Yep, see, you get it. I use cedar. My cats don't have an issue with it, but there are some cats that are very sensitive. My cats are, they're beasts. So they're used to my different scents and smells that I do have throughout this house. So yeah, I haven't killed them yet. So they're going strong, and they haven't gotten sick or anything like that. I just am careful with how much I use of stuff. Pomegranates smell amazing. Okay, so then what you're gonna need is a little funnel, of course, but I always start with my essential oils first. So the first one I want to start with is lavender, because I don't use much of my lavender. I only use a little bit. Why? Because lavender is really powerful and it's overpowering, and I'm not about the lavender all the time, but the properties that lavender has is it does give you that relaxing sensation, and that's what we want. We want to bring our body back to that relaxing. So I'm only going to use 3 drops. Just 3 of those, okay? Then I'm going to use my peppermint. Oh, that's bergamot. Peppermint. My peppermint, again, I'm only using maybe like 4 or 5. Let's see, 4 is what I have written down from my notes from Fast. So 4 drops. Oh, and by the way, this is a half bottle recipe. So if you have a 1 ounce bottle, this is just for half. So my oil is only going to be filled up halfway, half up this bottle, okay? So you might want to double it if you're using a full bottle. I should have specified that. I only do mine in halves because mine does go in the fridge. So just keep that in mind. And then bergamot, I use about 9 of these because I love the smell of bergamot. Smell, guys. So bergamot, 9. And as you're doing this too, another thing I want you to think about is I want you to think about the feeling of that stagnant energy that's kind of stuck in your body. And I want you to think about how this is going to help. Because again, it's all in your words and your thoughts and, you know, the manifestation, no matter how much we say about that. Lang Lang, by the way, love Lang Lang too, another 9. I like to balance out bergamot and Lang Lang because they are completely polar opposite in scents, and that's what I love about it. So something simple like that. Then, so that you can see the essential oil in there, just give it a little stir. And be nosy, smell it. Oh my gosh, yes. Just like I love. Now, if you want a little bit of that cold chill smell, add a little bit more peppermint, because peppermint does have that chill. I don't know, guys, you know what I mean? It is very chilly. It's why if you make peppermint tea, it does have that chill effect to help you open up, like, you know, sinus cavities and stuff like that. So it's definitely amazing. So then I'm gonna take Blue Lotus flower and I'm gonna put it in here. So you pick and choose how many you want. I'm gonna go wing it today because I don't know how many I want. Even though over here it says I only use 2 flowers. You know what? Me and Morgan have been chilling. She's my number 3, her representation. So I'm gonna take 3 petals. So 3 petals. I'm just gonna put them in. Then this is where you take your little funnel, excuse me, your jojoba carrier oil. Like I said, it's a half. So you only want a half, guys. So be careful and pay attention. Sometimes you gotta pay attention to your funnel too, because it'll stop filling. So there's my half. And as you can see, jojoba has an oil color. Just gonna show you. Amazing. Every time I make this, I absolutely love it. And then, like I said, I like my mica. So a little bit of mica. So you get a little tiny spoon. Be careful because this stuff will get on your hands and it'll stick on your hands right off the rip. But mica's really amazing. And you only need a tiny bit. Like, I mean, like literally a tiny bit. So I always take like the tip of my spoon, like literally just the tip here, and I just get a little bit. Where can I buy Blue Lotus? Actually, you could buy it on Amazon. You could buy it on Etsy. A lot of metaphysical places now do have Blue Lotus. So it really just depends on where you want to. Just make sure you find good quality. And actually, my Blue Lotus, and I'm not gonna lie, was actually gifted by a member of, whoa. So I was very grateful. And when I say it was gifted, I mean she gave me a massive bag as a thank you. So she made my day when she did that. And just get it in your little container. Clean all those. So, just to kind of show you, it's in there. And then if you just swirl it, let me put the cap on because I'm gonna swirl this. Now, again, it's not gonna turn white because what color is the oil, guys? But it will give you your shimmer effect. You can use any color you want. Again, mine's snowy, so, but it gives it that shimmer. And just make sure you soak your lotus, so you want to move it around a little bit. And then just put it in the fridge. If you want that chill effect like me. If you don't like things cold, that's the third time I bumped this elbow. Just make sure you get the lotus in there real good. But you don't need much at all. And the reason I say that is because you're only going to put like 2 drops on each hand, and that's really all you need. It's gonna soak into your hand, and I mean like it's gonna soak. It's also gonna nourish your hands, and it's gonna soften your hands, and it's gonna help your hands heal, by the way. Jojoba is fantastic for that, but that's where it's gonna go. But the reason like I said it earlier, you want it to be chill, it just really does help that way. Let me scroll through. It's like a breath of fresh. Yes, perfectly said, actually, Carol. That's actually, I couldn't have said it honestly better. Would you just beat me to it? I've been using coconut for my oils. I think I'll get some jojoba. It reminds me of Mom. Aww, I love coconut oil. I love sunflower oil. Ooh, which ones do I have? I got grapeseed oil. I got sunflower. I got almond oil. I got coconut oil. Jojoba oil. And then vitamin E also, which sometimes if I'm doing my bath and body oils, I put vitamin E in it too, because it really does help the skin. I know. I gotta work on it with whatever they're trying to tell me. I have everything but the bottle. I have bottles galore. I can get a good chunk of the bottles at the Dollar Tree. They have like 2 for $1. So, and they're glass. So when I need like bottles on the spot, instead of buying like a whole box that I buy for my business, I'll just go get like 2 for $1. Sorry, I missed it. What oil is best to use on the skin with the scents? So jojoba is fantastic. Sunflower oil is really good. Grapeseed oil is fantastic. Coconut oil is always good. Almond oil, unless you're allergic to almonds. And I know there's a couple extra oils, but any of those oils are really good for the skin. They have their own reasons for being good for the skin though. Jojoba I like a lot because it really sinks into the skin and it really does nourish the skin. And it stays on. Even if you wash your hands a little bit, you'll still feel the relevance of it because it seeps so well into your pores and it heals. So I do love jojoba for that reason. Now, sunflower oil I love as well for the same similar aspects of it, but there's a couple other things that sunflower oil can do. But look at carrier oils and their properties, and I promise you, healing reasons and spiritual reasons, they are fantastic. Yeah. Ooh, self-love oil would be fantastic. I am not a self-loving person. I'm a chaos person. Something that Sarah Nicole always yells at me for because I don't have self-love. I just have chaos and I deal with it because I'm really good at dealing with chaos. What brand essential oils do you get? So there are so many different types of essential oils. The ones that I get are that it's like Anjou, ANJOU, which I know you guys are gonna see it backwards. Come on, focus, Carol. If I get out of the way, it'll focus. So now it's backwards. So I love these ones. And would you believe my husband actually bought them for me? And they're actually really good. They have great ratings. I have a couple more at home. Let me grab. Where'd it go? And here's 3 other brands that I like and I have frequently. This one is Muminala. So I'm just gonna spell it. MUMIANHUA. I need to get out of the way for it to zoom in, don't I? I don't mind my lighting, I'm sorry guys, but it looks like this. I have camper in this one. Then there's this one too, which I've been gifted twice. The same brand, but just different ones. And it looks like this. And this one is Hunz Roma. Like literally HUNZ and then space and then Roma. ROMA. And then my black opium is Mayjam. So, and it looks like this. This is the one I use for black opium. And this one I actually really like. And this is pretty reasonable. I think I got this one on Amazon to try it out and see if I liked it, and I did. So those are the three other brands, but as you can see, my main brand is the first one I told you, which is that Anjou, ANJOU, in Anjou. So I ran out, which is totally fine. You can, the Vitfer, you know what I mean. The recipe's on the event page. I'm gonna add it once it comes in. It just didn't come in on time. And that's my bad because I thought I had it here and I didn't, because I used it already and I'm an idiot. I had the empty bottle, but there was nothing in that bottle. But yeah, but again, make the recipe your way. If you are content with the way it smells like this, utilize it. If it reminds you of being cold and being icy, not the depressed part, but just being like a little in the woo, like that that chill that goes up your spine kind of thing, like out of nowhere. You're like, oh, it's something cold. Like, why did I just get so cold all of a sudden? That's what you want. If you are comfortable with the way it smells and feels with that, you don't need to add anything else. Take away if you don't want, if you don't want the peppermint or if you don't want the lavender, take it away. Make it yours. Make it yours. Always make it yours. If you don't want to add the mica, don't add the mica. You don't need the mica. It's an oil. It's meant to go on your body for a reason. Trying to think what else. Is that a green bottle? I'm trying to see what you see. Green bottle. Where do we see? Where's the green bottle? It's. Can we specify? I'm like, is there a green bottle? I have so much. This is my office, so it's everything spiritual in here, and it's chaos until I put the new walls up. You're like, I didn't have any anyways. Me neither. I have not used the doTERRA. I've heard great things about it, so I would definitely try it. Read the reviews on it. I read reviews for everything I buy. I make sure that there's a lot of reviews, and a lot of people have really said that they're good on the body, very all natural. That's what you want. You want the all natural effect. You want no additives. You want no fragrance, nothing like that. You want it completely pulled from whatever the actual peppermint plant. You want to actually pull from the lavender plants. That's what I look for. A refreshing chill. Yes. I don't do incense on candles, but I oil the candles and put the... Ooh, I like that. Yes. For candle work. House is still intact. I do that too. I love anointing my candles with oils that I create that are really good, and it helps burn it too. They just burn a lot faster, I noticed. I spy with my little eye a green bottle. I don't see a green bottle. Guys, what green bottle? You have me looking hard, I promise. I'm like, where's green bottles? I mean, aside from these two green bottles that I showed you, it's the only ones I know. Oh, got you. The mama one. This one is actually black, so it's a black bottle. I'm sorry, how much do we use? For the whole thing or the essential oils? If you mean just this, 2 little drops on each hand, rub in real good. You can even rub all the way up your forearms too if you feel it. I do. I like rubbing up my forearms. Sometimes that takes like an extra drop or something like that, but you don't need much, like 2 drops, 2 to 3 drops, maybe 4 max if you're going all the way up. But I like, because it feels great on my tattoos and it makes them look really fresh too, so I don't know, I like it for multiple purposes. Oh, I completely get it, Mary. Yeah. Oh, thank you. The plate, which I got a little bit of blue Lotus on it. The plate I got from a thrift store because it comes with a cup. Matching, When I'm down here in my office, I have, which you can't see because it's actually behind where the camera's at. I have a teapot and an electric burner, and I make tea down here. And I drink my tea, and I do my workings, I do my business stuff, I do readings down here. Like, this is my reading table over here, and then my desk is attached to the other side of it, so I do a lot of stuff. How many drops? So for that one, no more than 3 or 4, I recommend, because it's very potent, it's very strong, and you don't want it to overpower the ylang ylang or the bergamot. Or the peppermint, because it will. And before I forget, so after you have everything done, remember, the biggest thing, what do we say? You gotta put the manifestation in it. Okay, well, this is an energy thing, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut the backlight off. I'm going to turn up the Heart of a Samurai Japanese Zen music that I have playing in the background. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. And we're gonna infuse, you can think of it snow, you can think of it as ice, you could think of it as the tool. You're infusing it with energy to be able to do its purpose. If you don't feel like it, if you don't feel like infusing it, you're just like, yep, it's gonna work. I don't need to do anything else to it. Do it. Do it that way then. I am an extra person. I do everything extra. Does that make sense? So I'm going to infuse this with energy. So I'm going to take it off the plate though. What are your 5 must-have essential oils for basic beginner? Ooh, basic. Okay. Real quick before we infuse this with energy, basic peppermint, lavender, cedarwood, lemon, and then I'm gonna go with Lang Lang, honestly. Lang Lang, I absolutely adore it. I think everyone should have it in their arsenal. It is an essential oil that most people don't think about, but it is. Let me pull up the metaphysical properties on it, just so I can read it for you guys. Okay, so Lang Lang is a good emotional healing, spiritual awareness, where they can connect to their true selves. It is a calming fragrance to help dispel fear, promote self-confidence. It is to invoke a meditative state as well as invoking a calm. It is used for love charms and perfumes of the opposite sex. It is great for balancing energies and harmonizing between the masculine and the feminine. See where this is coming so far? And then if you want to get into the chakras, it is great for balancing mostly your heart and throat chakra. If that helps. If I'm not being extra, something is off. What you mean, hun? You mean with everything with me? I promise you, there's stuff off. Like 100%, I know it. Like, I know it. Lang Lang tea. I never thought of something like that. I might have to look into Lang Lang tea. You have me intrigued by that as the tea queen. No, I'm just kidding. As a oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, as the tea lover that I am and the tea witch that I am. Yeah, I definitely need to look into that. Okay, so again, I'm gonna turn the backlight off. You're gonna have a small little lamp just to kind of illuminate, and I want you to take your oil and infuse it with energy however the way, whether you use it the way you've seen my previous past lives do it, any other way that maybe you've seen with Sarah Lee's doing it, Kelly when she works with the chakras, however you want to think of it, you make it your way, you infuse it your way. If you just want to stare at it, feel like it's really pretty, do it. It's your way. Have fun with it. Give me a second. Stare at the bright light. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music up. Oh, yeah. And like I said, everything we do, I highly recommend you make it your own. No one can tell you you're right. No one can tell you you're wrong. It's how you feel about whatever you make and how you make it. If you want to be a little extra, like me, go extra. Aw, thanks, Laura. Makes me feel good. And just wait, I can't wait to do my distance Reiki for you guys. Is that next week? I think it's next week I have. Or is it this week? Ooh, I need to look. I gotta figure out what my distance Reiki is for you guys. I can't remember. But we're gonna have fun with that too. Because I do mine differently than Sarah Lee's. If you guys haven't watched Sarah Lee's distance Reiki, I highly recommend watching it. It was a lot of fun to watch that. I wasn't able to be live, present, but watching her do it, absolutely amazing. Her technique, the way she does it, I love it. I love everything about it. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. It is definitely pulled from the east and west. It's very rare I pull from the south and the north when it comes to this. Do I have a perfect reason for it? Mostly just the yin and yang being, you know, east and west. When you look at the yin and yang symbol and it's cut, separated that way, I always seem to pull this way and this way. Like I'm pulling things from the sides of me, whether it's, you know, the earth or, you know, the air. It's how my brain functions when I work with it. Hey, mama. Notes are just guidelines. Facts. But yeah, so after you're done infusing it with whatever energy or however you want to do it, put it in the fridge. Keep it nice and chill. If you don't want to, perfectly fine. If you want to use it for a different way, but like I said, it's gonna be your life booster. It's a tool for us. It's not a 100% for sure thing, but it's a tool. It's a way to help you get into that mindset, that zen that you want to do. And that's the best thing for it. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah. Just a suggestion, something fun to play with. But again, just to show you guys, you can see the Lotus. Like I said, you could add a couple more in there. It's not gonna hurt anything. I chose 3 tonight. Usually I only do 2 for a half a bottle. Sometimes I'll break it 2 and a half, but in this case, I felt like leaving them whole, right off the stem, or right off the flower bud itself. Is there anything you guys have questions on? Which, while we're thinking about it, let me check and see when my live is, to be honest, for distance Reiki. And I know a few of the other girls, too, are going to be doing lives on energy. So you're going to get a different aspect, different outlook on how they think of energy, how they do energy, and all that. And I can't wait. You guys are going to love it. Because I'm going to love it. I love everything energy, and I always like being able to pick things from people's brains and then putting them into my own practice. Yeah, it is like a canary yellow. Yep. Let's see. Events. So we have another. Oh no, we have healing your chakra, a sacral. Zaziel. Oh, so. Next Wednesday, I have my distance Reiki at night. So I'm doing a night one. Where Sarah Lee did an early morning one, I'm doing a night one. So this will be more for bringing us, actually it's more of a releasing of everything you've been going through up to that point. So it's going to be a release of Reiki. So many things. Yep, but 8 o'clock p.m. my time. So I'm not sure, depending on where you guys live and when you're watching this, you'll just have to figure it out. Usually the events, if you go to our events on our page, it'll break it apart to wherever time zone you live. If not, again, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the time I live in. So then you'll be able to calculate exactly what time that would be for you guys. But for me, it's a nighttime release. But hey, it might be an early morning release for you, depending on when you're watching it at. I'm trying to think. What am I doing after that, guys? Do we know? Oh, then I don't have one till the end of the month, and that's our Morgan Le Fay live. Okay. So yeah, so my distance Reiki live is going to be the next one. So that should be fun. Distance Reiki, again, it's a session, guys. It's not a live for learning how to do distance Reiki or anything like that. We're gonna have that type of live, and I believe Jody, is it Jody that's gonna do that live maybe? Someone's gonna do that live, but it's gonna be a little bit down the road. Sarah Lee and I right now are just doing sessions to help you guys. It also helps us practice. Sarah Lee has a shop that she does Reiki physically, and I work for my friend Shannon doing Reiki at her place on the side for fun. I mean, yeah, I get paid a little bit for it, but I mostly do it for fun. I don't get paid as much as people think. But I do for the practice. But mine's all spiritual. I don't really I'm sorry, I don't heal physical ailments like a lot of Reiki practitioners will figure out stuff. I heal spiritual issues, spiritual blocks, spiritual everything. I don't focus on the healing. But if you get to watch my live and you have an emotional healing session from it, then it was meant to be that way. If you get a physical healing session from it, then your body said, hey, I'm pulling this energy for this purpose alone, even though her intention is something different. You're gonna get it however your body's going to receive it. Always be open to receiving that energy when we do it. You have to accept it to be able to receive it. And that is one of the biggest things when it comes to distance Reiki. You actually have to, and I don't mean just be like, oh, I accept it. No. You actually have to sit there and clean out your whole mindset, clear everything in your mind to be able to accept that type of energy from someone so far away as where I am. I'm a morning person, but I like doing a lot of my workings at night too. Crack it open, Cherry. And I love the way you explain how to do Reiki. And we're all different. We all learn different teaching styles from other Reiki practitioners. So it's really cool because we all do look at it differently. And that's what I love too. Totally open up to it. Okay, so does anyone have any other questions? If not, then that's it, guys. Then we're going to conclude for the night. And I really appreciate you guys joining me and just hanging out, just chilling and making some fun oils to utilize for our energy cultivating. Hey, I get it. There you go. I'll show you. You guys are gonna see me up close for a second to adjust some things. All right, how do I turn this dang phone around? So, like I said, it's dark, but my books, these are just half my books on spiritual. The other half are all the way behind me, which I'm not going to show you that because that's also my business side, and it's a little chaotic because it's tax season. But yeah, these are just some of my books, spiritual. I think I'm missing some books that I lent out too, but yeah. All right, hold on, let me turn this back around. There we are. There we are. Hello, there you go. Still curious what I'm curious too where the green bottle is, guys. I would love for you guys to tell me where that green bottle is. But again, thank you guys for hanging out with me and, you know, teaching me as much as I teach you guys, which you don't think I learn from you guys. I really, really do. You'll be surprised the little things you guys put in the comments, and I'm like, oh, I should check in this, or oh, I should try this. Absolutely love it. So please keep doing it because you really do bring things to my table, which I love. Goals. Years of wasting my money. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end it. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you got some fun information from this. I hope you got some energy information also from this, and was able to take a little bit of knowledge to be able to put in your own practice or just in your own meditative world. So if no one has any other questions, I'm going to end it for the night. I don't think there's anything else I needed to say. So, as always, guys, blessed be, namaste. Until our next one, see you soon. Bye, guys.